Hi everybody, Karnak here, Star Wars Armada Explained. Today I'm going to look at a fan request to look at the TIE Phantom Squadron. So TIE Phantoms come in the Imperial Squadron 2-pack, and there's right now only two different kinds of squadrons. You have the generic TIE Phantom and you have Whisper. I don't know why I go Whisper, but it just is fun to say. So for TIE Phantoms, and you can see here, new mat. Oh wow, wonder where that's from. And these ships. Oh, these new ships. I think that's a Star Hawk and a Onager. Oh, the Vassal module updated today thanks to Green Knight and Rocco and everyone else on the Vassal development team that has worked really hard to put this out. So everything that's been spoiled is now on Vassal, which is fantastic. Obviously, there's still a few cards we haven't gotten yet. But back to the Phantoms. So Phantoms are a Empire Squadron. You see there that the generic TIE Phantoms are not unique. You can bring as many of them in your fleet total as you can, which is, again, 134 points in a standard 400-point game. So what is unique about TIE Phantoms? Well, you'll see in the bottom left-hand corner there, you'll see their icon. Opposite of that is their point cost, 14 points for this squadron. They are, if you look at the yellow number, speed 4. Next has their hull value, which is 4. They throw 4 blue anti-squadron dice. And for their anti-ship dice, it's double red, which is pretty intriguing. Their keyword ability is Cloak. And Cloak is at the end of the squadron phase. You may move up to distance 1, even if you're engaged. So let's talk about TIE Phantoms and what do they do. You see some other couple things out. I'll get to those in a moment. So TIE Phantoms, when they go to attack, say like an X-Wing, they're going to throw 4 blue. I noticed my last video I had my dice pool covered up. Apologies about that. This time I should have fixed it. They throw the 4 blue die, and then boom. And wow, in that case, he threw all 4 blue hits. So in that case, he would deal 4 damage to this X-Wing. Boom. There we go. 4 damage. So now he's attacked. And then at the end of the squadron phase, remember there's 4 phases in a turn or round for Armada. You have the command phase, ship phase, squadron phase, and then status phase. So at the end of the squadron phase, which is after any remaining squadrons have either moved or attacked or moved and attacked, if they're rogue, etc. So the very, very end, Cloak means they can move up to distance 1 even if you're engaged. So for example, typically a squadron can't move away from other squadrons it's engaged with in this situation. But Cloak allows this squadron to move distance 1 or within distance 1. Right, is that what it says? May move up to distance 1. So up to, so it's still within. Yep. So in this case, you can see here where that Phantom used to be being engaged with his X-Wings. Now he's kind of popped and moved back, and now he's over here. This is actually extremely beneficial. Where TIE Phantoms love to fight is on stations, because if you can, for example, if they get damaged, you can move them onto a station. Maybe he's was missing, or whoop, that's the wrong way. There we go. Maybe he was damaged and he was hurt. So then you move him onto the station. He gets some health back. And then if he's not killed, that cloak, it is a movement. He can cloak and then move on the station and get another health back. So as a player, if you're using Phantoms, you really need to leverage cloak and need to have control of the station if at all possible to really help maximize the survivability of your Phantoms. Because with still just only 4 hull, they're still can be very susceptible to flak, to attacks, counters, and again for 14 points. So interceptors are 11 points with 3 hull, but they also throw 4 blue anti-squadron die. They have counter. They go speed 5. So why are you paying 3 extra points for this squadron? I mean, cloak is great, speed 4 is still good, and 4 hull is definitely better than 3 hull. But why are you bringing these guys? It's not to engage in anti-squadron warfare. That's not where they excel at. It's because you want to bring that double red die. Now, these ships are not bomber, meaning that the only way that they're going to throw damage to hurt something is if they throw hits, which on a red die, that's only 3 sides. You have 2 regular hits and you have a double hit because there's 2 blanks on there, an accuracy, and then 2 critical icons. So 3 out of 8 is not very good odds for a red non-bomber. As you can see here, for example, if we fly him up and we draw that line of sight to attack, here's the double red. Hey, in that situation, he got 2 damage, which is actually really good. But as you see here, as we keep rolling those reds, no results there, no results there, 2 damage there, and again 2 damage there, and an accuracy. So, for example, what do you need to bring to help maximize the potential of these TIE Phantoms? Salone. The only way I've ever seen TIE Phantoms have any moderate amount of success is when you bring Salone. Because in the case of, if you do roll that accuracy, guess what? You can Salone that, pop it away. Or if you do bring Salone, well, no benefits there. But if you did roll, like, for example, a blank and a crit, Salone's ability allows you to re-roll that crit into a blank. So you can see there, TIE Phantoms is pretty much, it's a huge skew. It's either you're doing the doubles and getting damage, or it's completely swung in the opposite direction where you do nothing. And even with the reroll, guys, again, a 3 out of 8 is still a 3 out of 8 with a reroll. It's just really tough to still justify where Phantoms have a use. Obviously, Salone does make them a little bit better on the anti-ship part, because, man, when you do roll those 2 doubles and you're dealing 4 damage with Phantoms, like, that's game-changing. That's a crazy amount of damage from a 14-point squadron. But my general experience is, as you've seen as I've been rolling these dice, is blanks, 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 or crits. The 1 out of 8 to get the accuracy is nice, but you just can't rely on that. And you can definitely get that Hail Mary of where you get that accuracy and the double, which is great. But it still makes them tough. And a lot of people are like, well, just run a whole bunch of TIE Phantoms. And actually, you really don't want to run more than 4 in my experience, because you still need the rest of your squadron ball to kind of help prop up those Phantoms and keep them alive long enough that you're trying to get those results you're looking for. Although with Rebellion on the Rim having just come out, there's an interesting officer now that kind of helps with Phantom's ability, at least for the anti-squadron game, and that's Commander Wolder. So Commander Wolder, if you saw my review, I'm still kind of just meh on him. I definitely feel like potentially he's going to get more use moving in the future, because what his ability is every non-swarm squadron at distance 1 to 3, if they're attacking, while a friendly non-swarm squadron at distance 1 to 3 is attacking a squadron, it may reroll 1 die of any of your choice. So it doesn't help them in their anti-ship ability, but it does help, those 4 blues to get some rerolls on them if they're, or if the thing would stop throwing a crap ton of damage. Still another perfect roll. Okay. Oh, all right, Vassal. All right, Vassal. I'm getting all my nice, awesome Vassal dice out right here. Okay, here we go. You can re-roll, the critical icon. Man, I've not ever had my Vassal roll that many blue die consistently awesome good. That just doesn't happen for me. Anyway, so that's TIE Phantoms. That's where some benefit, especially if you're seeing Wolder on a Gazanti. Gazantis like to push squadrons. Again, the enemy, is he going to waste time to shoot at your Gazanti, or is there other targets that he wants to shoot at? So you could potentially maybe see some use of Wolder and Phantoms to help him with their anti-squadron game, with Salone to then still potentially maybe have some benefit with bombing. Again, typically 2 to 4 Phantoms is usually all you want to bring. You don't want to bring too many more than that, because you still need consistent bombing attacks to make sure you're trying to kill ships too. Let's talk about the unique that comes with TIE Phantoms. There's no other crazy things going on with Phantoms or anything else like that. Just keep in mind, though, if you are cloak moving them around, if they're moving around on like Purgles and stuff like that, remember the Purgles will deal damage. Exogorphs are nearby as well. So just keep that in mind. Okay, let's talk about Whisper. So what's Whisper's ability? Well, Whisper You can see there she's unique. There's a little dot or bullet point in front of her name, signifies she's unique. You can only have one of her in your fleet. It's a him, her, I don't know. They got the helmets on. Again, you can see there it's for TIE Phantoms. It has all the same stats. That card costs 20 points, so definitely a bit of a jump up. Comes with a Brace Scatter. Also has Cloak, and the card ability is after defending against an attack, if you spend a defense token, you may move up to distance 1, even if you are engaged. So what does that mean? Well, it's kind of a cloak ability, except for when you spend a defense token. Like, so for example, again, we'll use the station example. Maybe she's near a ship, and this X-Wing flies up and shoots at Whisper. Oh, not that button. So the X-Wing shooting at Whisper, 4 blue die. And hey, 2 accuracies and a damage. In this situation, Whisper actually wouldn't be able to spend a defense token. So we're going to set this to a crit instead. We'll say, I'm going to accuracy your brace, or accuracy your scatter bracer, Whisper. You're going to take some damage. So Whisper can be like, lol, okay, I'm going to exhaust my brace. I'm going to take 1. Now guess what? Now I get to move up to distance 1. Now I'm going to obstruct myself, get on the station, heal that damage back up. Congratulations, you accomplished nothing. And that's the same thing, is that, again, as the X-Wings keep trying to come up, now she's obstructed. They're only throwing the 3 blue die. In that case, there was no damage, no need to spend anything. But if it was, for example, 2 hits, you could scatter that and then move. And then, again, she has to spend a defensive token to be able to get that movement. So if your defense tokens get locked, or if you don't want to discard your defense tokens, you're not going to get the ability of that. But it does, again, if you can fight near your station, it really helps increase your survivability. Or when squadrons are coming up to shoot her and you want to just nudge her away from flak range, that definitely helps accomplish that as well. So that's some benefit of Whisper. I mean, again, she still has the same stats as another TIE Phantom. It's just kind of like, essentially what you're paying for is the scatter ability. Her card ability is nice, but it's very niche, and again, you're paying a lot for that, when it still doesn't really help increase your ability to kill other things. But that's TIE Phantoms. So again, for TIE Phantoms, really only super great with Salone. You could bring them in some other lists, but it falls back to why not TIE Interceptors. Is kind of the deal. Again, the red dice are super swingy. It's go big or go home with them. But that's TIE Phantoms, of course. If you feel like I missed anything or got anything wrong, please be sure to point out. Let me know. There's no errata for Phantoms or anything like that. No other crazy interactions going on. But let me know about some Phantom builds maybe you've tried, where you have had some success at. You guys are fantastic, and I think I'm going to put out a B-Wing video for tomorrow. I'll catch you guys all later.